Hi there folks, my name is Lee Tran, licensed professional counselor, and I'm here in this video talking about one of the most common reasons why couples will seek out couples therapy. And this one is one that people have the hardest time seeing because it's usually hidden in their blind spots. This reason for marital difficulty is what I call old baggage and emotional immaturity. What does that mean, you might ask? Well, it's when people have old junk like issues from past relationships, or probably more commonly things like issues with their parents that dates way back to their childhood. But it could also be a past marriage or a serious relationship as well. And the other part, that emotional immaturity part, is just another way of saying when people come into a relationship without having developed all the necessary skills for handling adult life and relationships well. Things like healthy boundaries, healthy ways to cope with difficult emotions, having a clear and strong sense of identity and self-worth. So the thing here is that whether it's old baggage from the past or if it's a maturity issue, both of these issues typically exist before they ever get into a relationship with another person. So this issue really isn't a relationship issue as much as it is a personal growth issue. These issues were there before the relationship. It's just these issues tend to come to light more when you get into a relationship. Now, here's the thing. This affects like 100% of the people going into a serious relationship. Why? Because everyone has some sort of family of origin issue that they bring into the relationship. And people rarely grow up and develop the kind of maturity that we're talking about until they absolutely have to and are forced to. And that usually doesn't happen until they get into a serious relationship. If you're in a marriage or a serious relationship, then you know exactly what I mean. Being in a committed relationship has a way of revealing all your worst character traits and faults. This is when your lack of maturity in various areas gets exposed. So the unfortunate reality here is that you can work on improving your relationship all you want, but until you deal with your baggage and maturity issues, your relationship isn't going to be as healthy as it should be because you are not as healthy as you should be. I mean, if you stop to think about it, bringing two unhealthy and less than mature people together isn't going to somehow fix you both or make you both miraculously healthy and more mature. Eventually, all your relationship is going to do is put a big magnifying glass on where you're weakest. So, if you want to make big strides in improving or saving your relationship, you're going to have to invest a lot of time and energy into dealing with your issues and to get stronger personally. What does that look like, you might ask? Well, as a therapist, that usually means I take a client through a 4-point checklist. First thing to work on is a person's identity and how they secure their self-worth. If that's not healthy, everything else is going to be off. You can think of that one like the foundation to your house. Second thing to work on is a person's emotional capabilities and intelligence. Things like their ability to articulate what they're feeling and why. Also, things like how they process through and resolve unhealthy emotions like shame, fear, and guilt. Third thing to look at is how they manage their thought life. That means pinpointing unhealthy thought patterns and negative tapes that they play in their head over and over again about themselves and others around them. And then last, I look at how healthy their boundaries are. That means boundaries that they're able to set on themselves as well as boundaries that they're able to manage with others. Now, in all this, we'd also dig into old history of hurts from their past, things that were formed from early childhood on. Now, these 4 areas will tell me really quickly how healthy a person is and how healthy of a relationship they're able to build with another person. So if any of that work sounds like it might be work that you would benefit from digging into and working on, definitely reach out to us. We've got plenty of coaches, therapists, and online resources to help guide you through all that work. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for listening, and we hope that we can help.